Hey, Stefon, John Warrell with the Associated Press. How you doing?
Cool. How you doing, big guy?
Good, good. What have your impressions been of Brian Dable and what he's been able to do with this offense?
Um, well, I'm not into too much of coaching or anything like that, but I've had a series of coaches, OCs, head coaches, all types of coaches, position coaches. I've had some great guys, and he's definitely at the top of the list when it comes to having a creative mind and, not necessarily just being a player's coach, but understanding the game and understanding what works. I have a great time out there working with him. He let guys play to their strengths and let guys just beat them. So my level of appreciation and respect for him is at the highest amount, and he's definitely up there. I'm not an expert in picking coaches, but I love him.
Because this offense is drastically different from what it was a year ago, and I'm sure your presence has something there. But what does that say about a coaching philosophy that, as you put it, plays to players' strengths?
It's just, I guess, progressions. Seeing that I wasn't here last year, I don't have too much to compare it to, but I can say from the guys' feedback and what they've been saying, I guess it's been like, kind of like a work through it type of thing, and a lot of guys around him, and all the a tribute also goes to the players. A lot of guys getting better year in and year out. I wasn't here with Josh last year, but I've obviously seen him, these past couple of weeks take steps. I guess everybody else seeing it at the same time too. For me, this is my first time, so this is all I know him to be. It's pretty good. So, it's just like when you playing as a team, you're playing fast, you're playing together. Good things happen.
Thanks, Steph.
No doubt.
Hey, Stefon, Mark Gahn from the Buffalo News. Thanks for doing this. Two questions. One, right off of what John just asked. Is the playbook a little more complicated than what you've had before?
Super hard. It's like I'm just messing around. I was gonna say the hardest math, or I was gonna say like something like physics, but I'm just talking. But it's definitely just a task, and as far as like being on it and having to apply yourself daily, as far as like staying on top of your habits, you never really can say, "Oh, I got it. I don't need to look over my notes," or "I got it. I don't have to worry about it," because it's always some moving parts and some things changing. So as far as like staying on top of it and staying like locked in, it's a big deal.
And then this is what I wanted to ask you was, we've seen you move around. You've been in the slot, you've been left, right, X, Z. And it seems like defensive coordinators, if they want to say, okay, guys, this is exactly how we're going to double cover Stefon Diggs, it's not all that simple. Are you happy about the way you're moving around, and what do you think is the benefit?
I think I'm definitely happy that I get to play in many different spots. I think it also is it's also helpful for other guys, as far as like the other receivers being in different spots as well, because we got some guys that can play some exceptional football, and we got some young guys that's stepping up as well. So it's kind of hard to keep tabs on everybody at one time, especially whether I'm drawing a lot of attention or whether I'm not. Hopefully, if I am, I can get a guy open or that kind of thing. But I can't wait to go get lined up in the backfield at running back and quarterback so we can give them a different look.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Hey, Stefon, Marcel, Louis Jacques, ESPN. What does it do for you and how you're able to play the game, knowing that you don't have to have a blow-up week? You don't have to go off, as they say, in order for this passing offense to succeed. Not saying you didn't have a good game on Sunday, but Cole and Gabriel, guys that have been able to step up when there's a lot of attention on you.
It's awesome. One, I just love seeing guys play at a high level, especially my teammates. Croft stepping up big with the 2 tuds. We celebrated a lot during the game, and just seeing those guys play at a high level, not only just the receivers, but the running backs. Motor is, dead legging and taking screens for 40 and stuff like that. So just being happy for, the offense as a whole, because I'm just one guy, I'm just one guy, and I know there's no iron team. So as far as like seeing the guys around me excel and play at a high level, it's definitely something that I'm happy to be a part of. And seeing those guys, especially the receivers, I like seeing the receivers get off. I got a fan for the running backs and tight ends, but I love seeing my guys get off too. So it's like not necessarily any pressure. I never really looked at it as any pressure, more so just me doing my job. And, my job entails getting open or getting other guys open. So.
Yeah, that motor dead leg is crucial, man.
Yeah,
but
I don't want to get caught with that one.
But kind of going off of that, after Croft scored the game-winning touchdown, I mean, you were I think the first person
Yeah,
there.
I had the best seat in the house. I was right next to him. So I was more so excited for him because when I got here, I kind of got I didn't really get his whole story, but I heard he had battled some injuries and he had went through a little couple troubles or whatever, and to see him out there playing at a high level and excelling and being happy and having fun again. I didn't know the whole story, but I just saw him really happy in those moments, and I kind of saw like we got a team where it's all like we got a lot of fighters. We got guys that don't give up, and I don't like talking about calls or whatever, but the interception had happened, and I saw him in his eye, I could see it in his eye that he was going to make a play. And the next ball that came his way, he was going to make a play, and the next play he did, his next opportunity, from what I remember at least.
I mean, it sounds like you knew what I was going to ask, man. I appreciate you.
No doubt.
Hey, Stefon, Heather Prusak here from the CBS station here in Buffalo. We talked so much about with the shortened off season and not having preseason games, how your chemistry would develop with Josh with that shortened time. Now that we're 3 games in, we've seen what you guys have been able to do, but from your perspective, how do you feel out there with him and in just 3 games?
I'm always chasing greatness, so I feel like we're nowhere close to where we can be. We're steadily working through it one day at a time, not just game, every day in practice, continue to learn and one another and kind of playing off each other. He plays with a lot of energy coming from the quarterback position, and I'm a ball full of energy. So probably kind of working in tandem and kind of figuring out what works and what doesn't. It's a day in and day out grind, but I'm excited. I'm happy, and in games you can see it. So I like playing with 17.
I was just going to say, even just listening to you talk and just seeing you out there, you seem really, really excited and really comfortable with your situation here. Is that fair? Kind of expanding off that?
That's fair to say. Yeah. I think it's more so a test to the people around me. They make it fun. They make football fun, and Coach Dayball makes it a lot of fun as well.
Thanks, Stefon.
No doubt. Cool.
Hey, Stefon. I want to ask you about Coach Dable. He actually said that on that last drive, Gabriel Davis was in the huddle, and at the last second, they asked him to play a different spot, like a different wide receiver spot. What does that say about Gabriel Davis for a rookie on the fly to be able to go, hey, we actually need you to play this spot, and he just does it?
Gabe's not your average rookie now. Gabe, you gotta give him some credit. Gabe is super smart. He's bright. He studies the playbook every day. He plays a lot of different spots. People might not notice, but he knows dang near every spot on the field. So coming in, we have 100% confidence in Gabe, and moving him around, we don't even think twice about it. So even in the game, if I say, "Hey Gabe, what I got on this side," he gonna probably know. I trust Gabe a little bit, but yeah, he's a smart rookie.
A little bit, but a ton for a rookie, it sounds like. Hey,
100%.
You guys have run a ton of 10 personnel, more than any team in the league right now, and by a lot. As a receiver, 10 personnel, what does that do for you?
It does a lot. Hopefully it does a lot for the quarterback more than me, but for us, it's just, we have a thing where our job is just to get open and catch the ball. So it might come a time where we go, 2 tight ends, maybe even 3 tight ends. So we're just trying to take advantage at the moment. We're kind of just doing what the game plan calls for. When those 3 tight end sets do come around, I'm going to let you know.
Well, it sounds like you'll slide to quarterback at that point. You've already basically told 17 you're going to take a snap at some point. Hey, I appreciate your time. Thanks, Stefon.
No doubt.
Hey, Stefon, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, I'm Ashley from the NBC station here. Just wanted to ask you a really quick question about what's your thoughts going on with the Tennessee Titans and the Vikings situation. Is it something that you kind of assumed that at some point this season this was going to happen? Were you kind of surprised by it?
I ain't that sharp on it. I think the last thing I heard was they moved the game to Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday.
They said that it possibly could go to Monday and Tuesday. They haven't decided yet.
Yeah, my thoughts on it, I can't have many thoughts because I don't make no real rules, but personally I feel like it's kind of tough because you're throwing off a lot of people's week. I know you can't cancel a game or reschedule a game, but you kind of throwing off the whole work schedule because people recover on Tuesday or people plans are different. And if you got a game on Sunday, you just played on Tuesday, it shortens your week 100% because you got to go right back to work on Wednesday. Of course, there's going to be no excuse. This is National Football League. People are professionals, but barring everybody is safe, hopefully nothing bad comes from playing that late game, because it's kind of similar to playing I never seen it, but Monday night game and playing a Sunday game, I guess, kind of similar to that. But as far as like shortening the week, some guys, but it's good. It's going to be tough. We knew we was going to hit this roadblock. Somebody in the league was going to have to go through it, and hopefully it goes smooth sailing for like, and they can be the example for somebody, the next guy, in case something happens. But it's damn sure unfortunate. Hopefully nobody is really sick.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No doubt.